Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is John, Chasing Majors. Thanks for checking out today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about card protection. When I'm not choosing to get my cards slabbed up, how am I protecting my cards? What sort of semi-rigids am I using? What products am I using? What companies am I using? Why am I using certain companies? I'm going to kind of go over a whole plethora of things, including some really cool products that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. It's going to be kind of a mixed bag as far as different companies that I like to use and why I like to use them. And so we'll talk about some of those as we go throughout today's video. There will be a vintage specific aspect to this because a number of the products will kind of target vintage cards, and we'll get through some of those as we go throughout today's video. This is a video that I wish that I would have been able to see back in 2017, or at least the thought of this video. And hopefully the execution will come across as something that will be useful to newer collectors or folks that are coming into the vintage market and maybe don't know about some of these products, and or there might be some companies here that you might find interesting that you'll go take a look at when you go look to buy some of your future kind of protection products. Let's start with the product I just learned about, and I'm really excited to have learned about it, and I'll tell you how that kind of came to fruition. This company here, collectsaveproduct.com. Did not know about this company until just about 2 weeks ago or less. When I seen this product, I went out and I found it on eBay. I did buy this on eBay. You can do their website. I've not been there yet, but my assumption is collectsaveproducts.com. You can go to their website, find similar pricing. I picked up 50 of these. These are the large PSA graded slabs resealables. For $7.99 plus shipping, or excuse me, shipping was free, so $7.99. So for $8, I got 50 of these, and they are intentionally designed for your tall boy type slabs, and I love them. And in fact, this is the card that I purchased that when it was shipped to me, in one of these bags. And the minute I seen this bag, I went on the search to go find these bags because I love the way how this card or the slab fits in the bags. Now, some of you guys are going to be like, wait, you're buying a bag to put your slab in? The answer is yes. We already spent enough for the cards. Then you potentially spend money to get them graded, or you buy pre-graded cards of which you're buying them for a premium price, generally speaking. Bigger slabs specifically, these tall boy slabs and kind of the bigger sized slabs, are prone to be scratched up, dinged up, kind of, go through more wear and tear than your typical size slabs. Your typical size slabs, it's very easy to find bags to put them in. It's not as easy to find bags for these. And so when I seen this product, I was absolutely sold. Picked them up. I've now taken all of my PSA slabs and put them in. I've actually used the same bags, even though they're designed for PSA, and I've taken all my SGC tall boy slabs and put those slabs in to try and protect the slabs. A number of my SGC slabs were recently slabbed, so they were crystal clear. No scuffs, no scratches, no major issues. So I wanted to get them in these bags. Now, a couple of things I would share. These bags are a little bit thicker poly, which I really, really like. So from taking them in and out of the poly, I think that they're going to be more of a reusable, or let's be honest, some of these other team bags are not reusable. Once you've pulled out that adhesive off to re-adhesive, might as well just put it in a new team bag. These, I don't think you're going to have that same problem. Now, I don't pull mine out of these bags that often, but if I had a reason to, I think that you're going to like that it's a thicker poly. Just really class job. Don't know the price on their website. Certainly encourage you guys to go to their website if you're interested. Go check them out there before you go to eBay. We obviously want to support small business where and when we can. And so if they've got similar pricing, I'm going to default towards going to the actual source and try and pick them up from the source to try and help support that small business. So go check that out. Again, let me make sure I get it right. collectsaveprotect.com. I'll try and put that in the description below. Really cool product. If you've got those tall boy type slabs, certainly go check those out. Next product I want to talk about is very specific to a tobacco card. This is a really cool product, also made out of a slightly thicker poly. These are designed for tobacco cards. Now, they're the same size as your typical penny sleeve, but there's a pocket. I actually pulled out a couple of cards to share with you guys. See if you can see that. Maybe right there you can see that. So it's a penny sleeve, but then there's a pocket that the tobacco card sits in. The nice thing about this is when it's in that pocket, it doesn't slide. So sometimes you'll look at tobacco cards that guys will be selling and the card's cockeyed or the card's, on one side or it's all the way down at the bottom. This will kind of help center that card inside of a team bag and inside of a top loader. So it's really cool from that function. Again, it's a thicker poly. So if you've ever put a tobacco card in a team bag and then tried putting it inside of a top loader, it can be a nightmare sometimes trying to get it in there and then trying to get that card somewhat centered up. It's impossible, specifically if it's a card that people might be handling, if you're a dealer or a shop owner. When they're in these, they just present perfect. Now there is a downside to these. Let me actually share this. As you can see, there's that pocket. So even non-tobacco cards that are small enough, this is a Kellogg's Pep. This came out of a cereal box way back in the 1950s. But some of these smaller cards also fit nice. Again, it helps center them up, and you can shake these around and it's not going to move the card around. It's going to reduce any sort of damage. Really cool product. One downside. That downside is if you ever go to take the card out of the team bag, say you're going to send that card off for grading, you're going to end up having to cut the team bag. So you won't want to send it to the grading company inside this bag. You'll want to pre-take it out and put it in another penny sleeve. You want to take it out of this and put it in a regular penny sleeve. But when you do that, taking it out of that pocket, the risk of damaging the card is much higher if you're going to be pulling it out of this penny sleeve. So if you're into grading, think through that. But if you just want to take a bunch of your tobacco cards, not necessarily get them graded and have them be presented in an A+ sort of way, BCW hit the home run here. This is a really cool product that you should be interested in if you are a tobacco card collector looking to display your cards in just a better form and fashion. Stay on the vintage side. A couple of other products. These are just kind of your oddball size products. Your 3x5 top loaders. I prefer Ultra Pro. I've purchased some of these from another company and they were wavy. And so Ultra Pro, I think, makes the best 3x5 top loader. I won't buy anything other than the Ultra Pros. If Card Shells comes out with one, and we'll talk about Card Shells here in a minute, I might try them, but for right now, I don't believe that they have those on their website. But Ultra Pro versus BCW, I prefer the Ultra Pros. They just feel like they're more protection around the card. So I really definitely prefer the Ultra Pros. And then when it comes to thicker slabs for thicker cards, so this is 75 point, this is 100 point. I want to pause. I've always found this interesting. The 75 point, which is thinner, is called super thick. The 100 point, which is for thicker cards, is just called thick. Seems odd to me. Not sure why they did that, but I like to just keep these on hand. I don't crack products. I don't open packs. You guys know that. But every so often I'll buy a relic and I'll just need thicker slabs or thicker top loaders. And so I just like having these on hand. I normally pick these up for my LCS. I do pay a premium price. I think they've gotten as expensive as almost like $10 per package. So yes, you can pick them all out on eBay, I'm sure, a little bit cheaper. You can do some shopping. But when I can, I do try and support my LCSs. This is a product, or these are products that they do make slightly higher margins on, or they can make slightly higher margins when they're buying in bulk. And so this is a little way to give back to the LCSs. And because I don't go through a ton of these, I choose to just buy them at the LCS when I need them. However, for your typical top loaders, for all of my penny sleeves, I've replaced all of my team bags, generally speaking, with more custom fit bags that top loaders fit in or semi-rigids fit in. I now buy exclusively from Card Shells. Now, I learned about Card Shells from another YouTuber's channel, Striker Breaks. I like to put on Striker Breaks when I'm just looking to kind of finish my day. He normally will go live with some of his breaks. He doesn't go live every day. But oftentimes I'll see a notification pop up that he's going live and I'm at the end of my workday, so I'll put it on for noise. Well, one of those days he started talking about Card Shells. He is an affiliate with Card Shells. I now am an affiliate for Card Shells. I love this product. I love the story behind card shells. Let me give you the 5-second sales pitch. They are a veteran-owned company. They support veterans. They give back to wounded warriors. You can go do that research on their website. If you are interested in learning about card shells, go to their website. If you look to purchase and you purchase more than $50, save yourself $10. Use Chasing Majors, one word. Chasing Majors, you're going to save $10 on your 50 and above purchases. And I have gone exclusively to card shells. Love the idea of the company. I want to support small business where and when I can, and they are just coming out with some really cool products. This is their vintage lineup. These are for your 1950s Topps cards, which are slightly bigger than your typical sports card. I did not have some of these, and so I went ahead and picked up both a penny sleeves, which we're going to talk about the penny sleeves and some of the ingenuity that they have in their penny sleeves, and then just the top loaders. Pick those up for some 1950s cards that I need to get slabbed up, and then some 1950s cards that I plan on buying raw for my collection in the future. I also buy just my regular top loaders from them. They come out with more of a budget product now. Why is this a budget product? Well, they used to only sell these, I think, in 25 packs. They now have a 100 pack. This is the clear version. They also sell a blue tint version, which is supposedly supposed to help with UV. So if you're in really bright rooms, you might want to look at the UV products that they sell. I'm going to take it at face value that there's truly some UV protection there with the blue tint. It would make sense based upon the limited understanding I have about UV rays and the colors. So this was about $10 on their website. That's 100 top loaders. It's just the crystal clears. I go through these fairly often. I'm sure that you guys do as well. One of the products I love that they sell, and this was one of the products that really when Striker Breaks was talking about it that got me interested in going and looking at them, are the top loader sleeves. So in fact, that Lloyd Mangrum, this Lloyd Mangrum card is in a typical team bag. So I prefer to put my cards in a penny sleeve, put it in a top loader or a semi-rigid, and then put that top loader, because the top loaders are more expensive, and I don't want to continue just wasting money on, having to replace top loaders over and over and over again, because top loaders will get scratched up, they will yellow, they will do various things. So I want to protect the top loader because it's more expensive than the team bag is. But I used to just use team bags. And as you can see, it just represents itself as a top loader and a team bag. Team bags are slightly bigger. Team bags, if you ever undo that sill and go to redo it, you might as well just put it in a new team bag. Well, this product here has replaced a team bag for me. I no longer need to buy team bags. It's a very similar price point, but these fit, they're more custom fit. So this is a card in a top loader, in a penny sleeve, in a top loader, in this more custom fit top loader sleeve. The poly is thicker, which is nicer. The resealable fashion, it's actually resealable. In case you don't get it sealed right the first time and you pull it up and you go to reseal it a second time, it's actually going to hold. It doesn't wrinkle up. It's custom fit to a top loader. Premium product. I love this. This was one of the things that really got me kind of sold on shells when I watched it on Striker Breaks. And then when I got my first package from them, I was like, absolutely, I love this product. The second product that I think that they're just hitting it out of the park on, penny sleeves. So if you can see, they pre-cut the top of all penny sleeves. Why do they do that? Have you ever taken a card and put it in a penny sleeve and dinged a corner? Well, this will reduce the risk of damaging a corner on a card. They're pre-cut in such a way that you can get the first corner in. When you go to slide the second corner in, it will reduce the risk that corner will get hung up on the actual penny sleeve. Love it. To me, this was a no-brainer. Absolutely love it. I go through their penny sleeves. That's all I'll use at this point. So absent of a card being in a nice penny sleeve and I'm not necessarily needing to put it in, obviously I don't want to keep moving cards in and out of penny sleeves if I don't have to. Then I'll keep it in a penny sleeve, but anytime I get a card that needs a new penny sleeve or that's not in a penny sleeve, I instantly use the card shells penny sleeves. I love them. Can't Can't recommend them anymore. They recently came out with a tall version. I picked these up because I'm going to be doing a little bit of grading. Nice thing about these is when you put the tall version in the semi-rigids, they will poke up. So when the grader, the actual person doing the grading, goes to pull your card out of the semi-rigid, it's less chance that they're going to damage that card. Love this product. Love the idea about it. Not used it yet. Plan on doing some grading, and all of my cards will be shipped in these and in some card shells, semi-rigids. They just sell the standard penny sleeves. Love them. I buy them. You know, every time I'm doing an order, I'm, you know, adding a couple extra packages of penny sleeves because you can't have enough penny sleeves. The last two products I want to talk with you guys, and I apologize. I'm trying to get through all of this, but there's two additional products I want to talk, and I don't have an example of this pulled out. We'll look at one here in a second. I have a very large collection of player collections, specifically Karl Malone, John Stockton, Utah Jazz. I buy a lot of rare or the more rare 90s inserts, refractors, platinums, raves of jazz players, even just kind of your bench warmers from the Utah Jazz. I've got a large collection, and I choose, in fact, let me share, I choose to store those cards in 2-row boxes like this. But as you can see, look at the uniform of what that looks like when the cards are slabbed up in a semi-rigid, and then they sell, very similarly, they sell the holder sleeves for, let's grab this end one so that oh, I've got one right here. So they sell the bag. As you can see, that bag is a custom snug fit with the semi-rigid. There's no branding. I love that. There's nothing, you know, anytime I can avoid branding, I generally will avoid branding. So there's no branding where BCW will put BCW up here. You'll see various labels and companies branding or logos. I like mine to be unbranded. I think it just has a cooler, much cleaner look. I love to put my cards, again, in a penny sleeve, inside the semi-rigid, and then in this custom bag. It just gives it a much cleaner view, appeal. And then when you're storing that card in a 2-row, there's a couple of tall boys in here that are poking up. But generally, it's just got a really, really clean, killer look. Looks organized, looks good. I like when my stuff looks good. I like the aesthetics of it. So all of my big collections related to player runs, team collections, all of those get put in the semi-rigids. So they're semi-rigids themselves, and then the bags that go on top of the semi-rigids. Love it. Again, these are more expensive than these, so these are just easier to replace. These will get scratched up over time, no different than a top loader. This used to be the way that we stored our cards before top loaders existed. I've gone back to storing a lot of my cards in semi-rigids. It's just a cheaper option, a cleaner aesthetic. I can get more cards in a 2-row box like that than you can in a typical top loader. Those are some of the reasons why I do it. Last products. It's kind of a group of products, but the last products, again, card shells. Go check them out, cardshells.com. Chasing Majors at checkout. You will save $10 on your order of $50. Card Shells has just come out with their slab covers. So when you look at your slabbed cards, you can protect the slab itself. It's a cheap version of insurance. Think of it in those terms. They have SGC specific ones. They have, which one's this? That's PSA. They've got CGC, CSG. They also have some of the secondary tier companies. I think they've got GMA bags that fit the GMA slabs specifically. Beckett bags for the Beckett slabs. As John Mangini would say, a lot of these bags will come with the company's logoing. They have partnership deals, and so you'll get a PSA bag, and then there's a PSA logo, and you're just essentially pimping out more PSA branding. These don't have that sort of logos. They fit as custom as those bags do, as all of the card shell products do. Love these. This is a great option, super affordable. These are cheaper than what you're going to buy those other bags for, by the way. Those other bags, you're spending between $6 and $10 for these. You're spending like $2.99, $3.99 for these bags. So definitely go check them out. Cardshells.com for kind of your top loaders, your penny sleeves. If you're interested in looking at those products and some of the more innovative products. Ultra Pro, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a little bit more expensive. You're going to pay a bit of a premium if you're buying them from your LCSs. Go support your LCS for sure. Don't avoid buying some of these products from your LCSs. Go support them. Make sure that your LCS sticks around. But if you don't have an LCS, if you're looking for innovative products, Card Shells to me is the place to go look. Prices are there, customer service is there, the story behind the company is there, veteran owned, veteran supported. I'm a huge supporter. Chasing majors at checkout, save yourself $10 on your orders of 50. And then this company, if you're looking for those bigger bags, go check out this company. I will be checking them out for SGC products as well to see what other bags and what other products that they serve. Go check these guys out. So far, pretty impressed with what they have. I think that's what I got for you guys today. How I protect my cards. Hopefully you guys either found a new product that maybe you're interested in going and checking out, or you've found maybe some entertainment. I don't know. Let's go with that. All right, guys. As always, I'm going to wrap this one up in my normal form and fashion. We'll check you guys out in the next one.